All right, all right. Welcome everyone. Welcome back to the Nordic Catch Cup group stage. It is me, Hypnospira, once again, and I am joined by 004, or Sam. Welcome to the
Hello.
tournament.
Yes, welcome to the tournament, everybody. This is a very exciting match we have between Botsburger and Mile. And I do have a little bit of insight on both of these players that I'd like to share. And one of those things being that Botburger is really good Nomad player with solid HR experience and also decent at hidden and double time. One thing that I know as well, or at least I think I might know, is that they have been playing tournaments for a decent amount of time now, so they definitely have a good tournament experience, which I think can help them a lot throughout this tournament. And then we have Mile here, who's not on the climb. I don't know why, but they'll probably figure that out. Oh, disconnected. But as we wait for Mile to reconnect, I can say that Mile is a very good hidden player, from what it seems like. I've heard a lot about that, actually. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of the main thing that I know about Mile, is that they're very good at hidden. I mean, if you'd like to add anything, Hypno, feel free.
Yeah, it's very well known that Mile is one of the better hidden players in the Nordic region, but has also beaten some very, very good players in hidden before in previous tournaments. Look at some AXS results, for example, in International Cup. But that doesn't mean we should underestimate Mile on the other mods as well. Can definitely pull something out when need be.
Yes, indeed. I honestly am very excited to watch both of these players play, because one thing that I've noticed with this tournament is there are a lot of players that I actually don't know that well. So I'm actually excited to see like what each player can do and what talents they have in certain areas. So honestly, I don't know much about what could happen here, but I guess that's kind of part of the fun, right? So
Yeah, and one thing to mention about this group is that whoever wins this match will win their group. So going out of the group with the top seed or the second seed, which will make a big difference depending on what slot you get. So quite a bit of stakes in this one.
that's something to be even more excited about then.
So we'll see if they're getting into the warm-ups here.
Looks like they want to skip the warm-up, maybe?
Yeah, we'll see. Seems that Mile is having some technical difficulties with one of the warm-ups. By the way, it's great to get to cast with you, Sam. Good friend of mine. Been looking forward to this, actually.
Yeah, same, indeed. What's it called? Ever since I casted, I think it was 4GPT, I wanted, like, I don't know, I was waiting for more opportunities to cast tournaments, but I ended up playing in a bunch of them, and so it's kind of nice to, like, take a step back and just, like, kind of, you know, help out with another tournament, and casting was, like, one of my favorite things to do, so I'm really glad I get to do it with you as well.
Yeah, and I'm really happy to see you cast here. As we're getting into the rolls, for Botburger rolls a 62 and Mile a 57. A funny little statistic, Mile has lost every roll so far in this tournament. I see Botburger bans second and picks first, so we'll see what Mile goes ahead and bans.
I don't even have much experience with the pool here, but looking at some of these maps, I can already tell that this is a really cool pool. Some maps that I notice are Infernoplex, Wave Tapper, Evil Tech, all really cool maps that I've played. So honestly, looking forward to see the other maps here. It looks like, yeah. Miles gonna ban DT2.
Yeah, and a little funny that he mentions he hasn't won a tournament roll since 2018.
He's won a tournament all since 2018. Wow, that is actually kind of insane. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, and now I might be a different kind of person, but if that was me, I would just want that streak to keep going as long as possible. As we see,
Honestly,
Botburger banned Hard Rock too, actually.
mhm. Seems like both of the twos are being banned, both in Hard Rock and Double Time.
Yeah, Wing My Way being, while not being an AR-10 Hard Rock, it does have a lot of memory jumps. Wanting to get rid of that makes sense, and Mile
Yep.
getting rid of the pure speed pick in this pool, or more high AR speed pick in BT2.
And as people are mentioning in the chat, Hidden 2 is open, so
Yeah,
seems like that is going to be something that maybe Mile will be happy to see.
yeah. I looked at the stats beforehand, and Mile does so far have the best score on Hidden 2 in the tournament. So maybe a little bit risky to leave that open. We'll see. As Botburger goes into the DT1 pick.
Is this a custom map? I see it's mapped by Benita.
It is in fact a custom map.
Ooh, okay.
One of two in the pool. Nomad 1 is also custom map.
Awesome.
And I mentioned it in a previous match on stream before, but it is quite incredible how many custom mappers we do have for this tournament. The rest we'll see in later pools. Considering this is the first time we're doing the Nordic Catch Cup, and it's not badged, it's really great to see so many people coming together to make this happen.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. Like, huge shout out to Ash for putting this all together and all the other people who are involved in helping it, because, you know, it's really cool to see such you know, maybe you consider a smaller community come together to make something so big. It's awesome.
Yeah, really great to see it. And as being one of the people in this community, it's great to see this happen. As we're getting into the map here now.
Yep, both players starting out strong. Both players looking pretty confident as well here.
Yeah, now it is early in the map, but so far both players seem to be very comfortable.
Yep, and Botburger's going to win that spin just by a little bit there, putting him just so slightly into the lead.
Yeah, but we'll see. This isn't the easiest map in the pool by any means, so we'll see if both can hold on to their FCs, but almost a quarter through, both are holding strong.
So shout out the hit lighting, I love it.
Yeah, helps us know when the key eye happens.
Wow. This is actually kind of crazy to see both of these players performing so similarly, but Miles going to lose a little act there. Not like it's going to put him too far behind, but that will mean that Botburger will stay in the lead here as we approach the halfway point of the map.
Yes, indeed. But still has to be said, both players are impressively holding on to their FC so far. Score is flickering, but I do believe that Botburger is still in the lead. Wouldn't have changed anything yet. As we get into the second KI. Yes. Yeah, it is very close as we're getting into the second KI. As the map picks up again. Let's see if both players can hold on through this. As Botburger finds a miss there. Right at the end of the KI.
That's huge for Mile, as we're really close to the end of the map now, 3/4 of the way through. As long as Mile can hold on here, I mean, this will be a point, but anything can happen. There still could be some nerves involved here. You don't know.
Yeah, the miss there from Botburger is not what he wanted to see, and there's no break in the map, I believe, so Mile doesn't know probably that Botburger has missed.
Yeah,
We get into the final KI.
Both players treating this like the most important point that they need, I hope.
Yeah, both, I know. Oh, Mile does find a miss there. Is it gonna be enough?
Twice? I don't
He
know
did
if Mile
drop
dropped
twice. I think he did drop twice. Is it enough though? It's gonna be very close at the end here.
Oh.
I think it's
Oh,
taking
no.
over right at the end here.
Oh my gosh.
That is unfortunate for Mile.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah,
five
five
misses.
misses even.
That is
yeah.
why. Okay, yeah, I saw that. Mile, like, it looked like Mile, like, I don't know, like they lagged or something. Like they completely lost control at that part and dropped so much. And yeah, Botberger was able to take that. Um,
Yeah,
like I said earlier, anything can happen, and it just proved my words right there.
yeah, that anything did happen. Um, and I think Botberg is looking at the score and comparing them, realizing he didn't win that as comfortably as he might have wanted to.
Yeah, indeed. So Botberger's up for a challenge here, and we're gonna go into the next pick here. Botberger up by 1 point. It is first to 5 points. So we will see. And next pick is for Mile. Let's see if he retaliates with a hidden just to, tie it up, but maybe he wants to save those hidden for something later. Oh, yep.
It goes into
one.
the consistency hidden, which is another map that he so far has the best score on, as of right now on the updated scores. And we'll see. We'll see if his consistency can last through hidden, and if Botberger can match him at all.
Yeah, honestly, not a bad idea for Mile to pick a hidden like this, because this allows him to, have a really good chance to stop Botberger's momentum. A lot of things that we see in tournament matches is once a player starts building up momentum, then it kind of is like a snowball effect where they'll keep, it also can be a mentality thing where the other player might be more demotivated, and, it can start this chain of events where the player could continue to get points. So this is a good pick from Mile.
Yeah, I do think it's a good pick from Mile. As you mentioned, you want to stop your opponent's momentum as much as possible while also trying to gain momentum yourself. And again, it should be mentioned, Botberger comes into this group as the top seed, whereas Mile is the high seed. So number 1 and 2 in the group, respectively.
Yeah, so we're going to see a ton of close points here, I think, which is honestly very entertaining.
100%. I'll be getting into the match here. Or into the map, rather. And I know it's early days on a very long map, but the very first section, both players hit pretty well here. And that spinner is won by Mile. Should be said, Mile does practice spinners and knows how to spin very well. So that is something to keep in mind in case of a double FC.
It's also noteworthy to mention that both players are still holding on to an SS.
Yeah. Very, very good point there. Botberger holding strong. We're past the quarter mark here. Yeah, both players are holding strong with a double S. Yeah, there's not much separating them still here, as I think we're approaching the first Ki soon.
Both players looking very consistent, honestly, and it makes sense. We have one of the best hidden players here, and we have one of the best all-around players, I feel like, and also, general tournament experience. Both players seem to be taking this very well.
Yeah. Now Mile does find an act drop, which makes the score flicker, makes the spinner advantage not nearly as comfortable.
Indeed. And I'm not too sure who's actually in the lead. I know that the client tends to spaz out when the score is so close, so we'll have to see here.
Yeah. But both players do hold on through that streamier section as we're entering the last third of the map. And yeah, here we go with another streamy section, the second Ki. Can both players hold on here? What a match this is so far. Both players hold on through that whole section.
That was proving why both players are top seed and high seed, respectively.
Yeah, and it's still unsure who is actually in the lead, considering that the bot is the overlay is flickering so much. We're getting into the end of the map here. There is one final bit tricky section at the end. Now it seems that Botburger has actually got a better spinner, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like Botburger is in the lead now, pretty confidently. It looks like I can say that. And we are basically at the end of the map. I don't think there's really anything that can happen for Mile to take this back.
No, there is this section here where you can miss.
But is there enough time?
Oh, Botburger does miss right at the end! Right at the end, giving the point to Mile.
That is actually insane. And 3 missed too, so...
Yeah.
At the very end, that's the exact same thing that happened last match there between Mile and Botburger. Mile missing at the end. Now the tables have turned.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and a thing to point out, Mile's score is now the new best score on this map so far, but Botburger is the second best score on the map so far.
There you go. Botburger instantly going into that Nomad 3. Very confident about that, actually.
Yeah, doesn't waste any time picking that.
But wow, isn't that crazy to see what happened to Mile in the first round there happened right to Botburger? That is honestly kind of funny.
Yeah, and the map they're going into now had a very similar situation in one of the earliest maps of the group stages between Huge Man and Vanilla, where both were basically identical in score, but Vanilla missing the second to last note, which was unfortunate. She had a better spin right at the end, while Huge Man FC'd. So let's see if do we get another late miss on this map where it's going to be a double FC, or are both players going to struggle? Who knows?
Who knows? This is another long map, it seems, at 3 minutes and 21 seconds, so anything can happen, especially when these maps are longer.
This is the convert consistency map in the Nomad pool, so it makes sense to go for this.
Yeah, and as we said, Botburger being pretty good at Nomad consistency as well, being a tournament player, all of those factors combined, it definitely seems like it's in his favor, but at the end of the day, Miles performing very well as well, so I still think it's a fair shot for both players here.
Yeah, 100%. As we're getting into the map, it does seem like Mile edged out on the spinner once again. And yeah, very early on in the map, it might be very early on in the map, but both players are holding on. Granted, we are yet to come into the harder parts. Oh, Mile does find an early miss there.
Mile just not able to dash in time to catch that stack, causing him to drop it, possibly 2, I'm not sure, but it does set Botburger a pretty comfortable buffer, where he might be able to miss one and still stay in the lead, depending on how many Mile missed, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I also wasn't sure. I think it was just 1, but again, it was hard to see because it was a stack. So as we're getting into the KI here, let's see if both players can hold on, if Botburger can continue to build his lead.
It is going to stabilize now that Mile has hit the 200 combo mark, but we have to see. Hitting that stack there, the same stack jump that Mile missed earlier, so looks like he's gotten back on his feet.
Yes, now as I mentioned previously, as some people might be unaware, the Score v2 combo multiplier was changed before AXS, so the max multiplier is now half of the max combo of the map instead of 200.
Oh, it is. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
And of course, we are past that halfway point, and Botburger is still holding the SS. And Mile has been playing well since his miss. And we're getting into the second Ki here. See if both players can hold on again.
Let's see, we're getting close now. I don't want to curse anything, but you know, as said before, there could be a last-minute miss.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna curse Botburger here, I promise. But
this time it would have to happen a little bit earlier than last second, I think. But yeah, anything can happen, as we mentioned before, and yeah, there's not much of the map left of the map to go, though. Yeah, we're getting into the final Ki here, and Botburger's holding on strong. Very impressive here with the double S still. Yeah, Mile finding another miss at the end.
And that's going to solidify the win for Botburger there with a FCSS Smile having a 2 miss. So, yep, only 1 miss in that stack, but wasn't enough to keep up with the FCSS from Botburger. So that is going to put Botburger in the lead by 1 point.
Yeah, well played from Botburger here, and also if anyone, also when you see it on Mile's side, and if in case anyone cares, but yeah, that is a 1 point by Botburger as Miles getting into his second pick. Now, of course, Mal cannot pick hidden, so we'll see where he decides to go here.
I hope I see a Nomad 2 or a Nomad 4.
Maybe we see the mystery mod.
Or the mystery mod, that is true.
Yeah, Botburger did spin very well, but it is not the max spin, as they are talking about in chat.
I wonder what Miles gonna pick. What do you think?
I'm actually not sure. It wouldn't surprise me if he's stuck with... Oh, he goes mystery mod!
Mystery mod, just like as you said, maybe we'll see that, and we are going to see that. And this is a banger map.
It is a banger map, and to freshen people up on the rules here, Miles gonna do roll 5, and depending on what he rolls, that will change what mod is being played. If he rolls a 1, it'll be no mod. If he rolls a 2, it'll be played with easy. A 3 will mean hard rock, 4 means double time, and 5 means hidden.
Maybe he's picking it in hopes that he gets the hidden.
Yeah, and I do know that Mile, at least of the last couple months, has been playing a bit of easy.
Ooh.
He rolls a 4.
Double time?
Which is double time.
This map to double time is quite tough. It was a double time 2 in the qualifiers for Catch the Beat International. And I do know that there's a jump at the end. That's very RNG, so I'm expecting misses there. Who knows? But yeah, let's see.
Yeah, and it's something worth pointing out is that in the mix mod Mile had against Petson, they also got double time in that one. And then Mile got around 750,000, I believe. So, we'll see. Wait, they, yeah, so a little bit of a statistic there from Ash in the chat. DT has been rolled 3 times in the mix mod this tournament, twice by Mile.
Mile does not have good luck with the roll command. Let's just put
No,
it
no. He both rolling for picks and bans and rolling the free mod. We're just introducing new ways for him to lose on rolls.
that way.
Hopefully we're getting into the match here soon. I am excited to see. Maybe Mal can surprise himself on this. Or maybe Botburger will show some forward DT consistency. He did play very well on the DT earlier. Yeah, here we go, getting into mystery mod.
Yes. Into Evil Tech, the scary double time map.
I like to mention this every time I see the map, but I remember this map being ranked. I'm that old.
Imagine not
Yeah.
starting catch when you're 20 years old. Oh, Botburger finding a miss there right away.
Yeah, Botburger does find an early miss.
And Mile missing
Mal
as well.
does trade it.
2 misses actually, so that is going to put Botburger in the lead. I'm wondering why he's putting Hidden on for this. I mean, this map would be pretty hard to read with Hidden, in my opinion.
Yeah, but he Hidden is a comfort for him.
True.
So I am not surprised to see it. But we will see. This is the slower section where I am expecting both players to hold a combo. And here we go into the actual map, the meat of the map. And yeah, Mal does find misses there. But Botburger's holding strong.
Indeed. Botburger holding on strong while Mile continues to find misses. Botburger is going to find a miss, but it's not going to really do much because Mile has missed a good amount of times, finding another miss there. Botburger's going to stay pretty comfortably in the lead here as we're already 3/4 of the way through. There is a jump here that might throw them off.
Yeah.
Mile finding another miss. And another one there. It's really looking good for Botburger right now.
Yeah, it really seems that the rolling gods are not on Miles' side in tournaments, and that does also apply for the mystery mod. Unfortunate for him. It has to be said, almost 850k on double time on this. Very impressive score from Botburger.
Yeah, honestly, very solid score overall. And Mile, 740k, definitely not the worst score that we're going to see. So, good job to both players there. And Botburger going with DT, probably after seeing the performance from Mile, probably a strategic pick there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Botburger now up 2 points.
I think he's pretty comfortably pretty expecting to maybe be comfortably going into his match point here. But the best thing Mal can do is just reset his mental, forget the last map happened, and go into this with a fresh state of mind.
I agree, and this is another consistency map. It seems like, from what I've noticed, Botburger really prefers these consistency maps. Picking Nomad 1, or was it Nomad 3? Now picking Double Time 3.
Yeah, no, this is the Convert consistency, another old map. Boss Andy's second map, actually, for those who are curious. Yeah, we're getting into DT3 here. Are we gonna see Bopper continue his dominance on DT, or are we gonna see? Because we have to remember the last time they played DT, Botburger only won because Mal chain missed at the end.
I do want to just mention that Botburger missed one note on that spin. It looked like right after the spin. So that give Mile a little bit of a lead. It looks like people are saying if they forgot no. Oh yeah,
they did forget no fail. Yeah,
no fail. So Hopefully no one fails the map, because I guess that would just mean that they'd have to play it again, but that would be
No,
sad.
so actually, yeah, Mile does find a miss there. Another miss there. Now, what happens if one of them fails? The map is just over and the point goes to the other player. At least if I understood it correctly. Yeah, so getting some information there that the map will of course continue since they're playing head to head, but yeah, it won't be restarted because of no fail missing, as Botburger is holding on to that combo. And not finding another miss is not what he needs here.
Yeah, and we're approaching the end of the map here, 3/4 of the way through. Botburger's still holding on and increasing that score gap now. It's not looking good for Mile here, but it's not to say that Mile can't come back. He still has all those hiddens left, and he still has time left in this map to build up combo and hope that Botburger maybe misses, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, we will indeed have to see, but Botburger's looking confident here. Yes, has a slight act drop, but the act drop does not matter if your opponent is not a seal. We're getting into another key eye here.
Very close to the end of the map here. Botburger does not look like they're going to miss anytime soon. It really looks like it's going to be a point for them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Mile.
Yeah. Yeah, it's final spinner there. Botburger, very impressive full combo from him.
Was it? I thought he missed one. Yeah, he missed one at the very beginning.
Yeah.
But still basically a full combo.
Yeah. And I think it's pretty safe to say Mile is more than likely going to go into the hidden 2. Exactly.
Yep. That's what I was gonna say. If I'm like a really good hidden player and I'm down all these points and it's about to be a win for the opponent, I'm gonna pick the thing I'm the strongest with, because he needs to start building momentum now if he wants to get that high seed in the group.
Yeah. And as I mentioned earlier, Mile does have the best score on this map so far in the tournament, so it makes perfect sense for him to go into this map, and hopefully for him, make a little bit of a comeback, start a bit of a streak there.
Yeah, and I think that's very possible given that the maps that Botburger seem to be the most comfortable with have been picked. I'm assuming that Botburger likes to stick with the consistencies, and I'm noticing that there are a lot of tech maps and stuff still available. I don't know if Mile is comfortable with those as well, but definitely, you know, looks like Botburger is exhausting a lot of their comfortable picks here early on.
Yes, exactly. And to answer a question in chat, this map has not been FC'd yet. I do believe it is one of very few. Mr. Mod has also not been FC'd. Yeah, we're getting into the map here. Now, again, very early on in the map, but both players are holding on strong here. Yeah, actually, both players through the first section here, the first quarter, both are holding on to the double S.
Yes, that is something to take note of. That Botburger is also performing really well, given that I didn't think they were that much of a hidden player.
Yeah, and they're both gonna see that they are tied in score at the break there. Wonder what that's gonna do to the mental.
I definitely think that Botburger has more of a mental high ground just due to the nature of being so high in the lead, and that might be taking a toll on Mile, but I think if Mile can just hold on...
Oh, Botburger finds a miss there, though.
Exactly. So as long as Mile can just stay calm, hold on, this could be a point for them.
Yeah. I don't remember if there's another break for Mal to see that he's in the lead, but this is a bit of a slower section. Unlikely to see misses from either player here. Before we approach the end. Yeah, we did mention earlier that Botburger is a pretty well-rounded player, can play pretty much anything. And he's showing it here.
Indeed. That's one of the things of being a tournament player is you end up being a pretty overall well-rounded player, consistent as well. And with all the years Botburger's been playing, I think that that is what is helping him so much here.
Yeah. And it has to be said, Botburger's score is very, very impressive. But when you're going up against Mile, when he plays the map this well, it's not much you can do.
Yeah, indeed. Still holding on to that SS, and we're very close to the end of the map here, and there's a pretty decent score gap here.
Yeah,
as long as Mile doesn't miss a lot at the end, this could be a point.
Yeah, and is this going to be the first FC on the map? Yes, it is. Mile finally finding, Mile giving this map the FC that it deserves.
And not only just an FC, but an SS as well.
Yeah.
So very good job.
And again, Botburger's score is very, very impressive, but you cannot compete against Mile when he's in form on this this map. And according to himself, he got the max score, getting max spin as well.
Yeah, that definitely deserves some recognition, and I think players in the chat agree that that is an awesome score from Mile
Yeah.
there. Definitely a good mentality booster. Definitely going to make him feel much more comfortable going into here. And it looks like Botberg's going to pick a Nomad too, so another tech map, this tech specific, and I don't know anything about this map, so I can't really speak on the difficulty, but...
So the map is... The patterns are actually quite straightforward. The patterns themselves are not very technical, but this is CS5 and AR9, a CS and AR combo that is awkward for some players, as we've seen some very good players get misses on this map. And it is shorter, so... And quite slow with 152 BPM, so it is not the most comfortable map to play for most players.
Yeah, and getting right into it here, we'll only have to see. Mile has to hold on here if he wants to see another point, or else Spotburger will take that win.
Yeah, and here we go. Now there is a spinner trap in this map.
Let's hope both players know about it.
I think they do, but we'll see. Sometimes you forget during tournament, whether it's nerfs or whether it's being so focused on the FC and getting as high score as possible. You can easily forget about a spinner trap.
That is true. Yeah, right off the bat, I'm gonna assume some crazy long jumps here.
Yeah, the spacing on this is not something that every player is going to be comfortable on.
Now going to be in the lead though with that SS, since Spotburger drops a little bit of AC, so that is going to help him as we approach the halfway point.
Yeah. Yeah, as you were mentioning, reaching the half point of the map here. Both players are still holding on to the FC. And here's the spinner. Do both of them remember? They do. And it seems like Mile got the better spinner as well.
Yes, Miles still able to be in the lead here. We're pushing the 3/4 point of the map. I don't know if there's any disc spikes at the end, but this is looking really good for Miles so far.
Yeah, as long as if both players hold on to the FC, it's gonna be very close, but Mile is holding on.
Mile dropped a little bit of AC there, so their AC is actually matched right now. This is extremely close. One
Yeah,
miss,
it's very, very
throw it
close.
off.
The only thing separating them is the spinner advantage. Mile finding another drop miss. Is that gonna be enough though for the point? No, Mile takes it by 400 points.
Miles able to take it just by that. Wow.
Getting the break point that he so desperately needed. And he goes into this getting with his own pick. Wow, what a match we have here. Oh. Oh. A Butburger
Oh,
did win. That is a stream mistake.
oh no, okay.
Oh no, so what we see then is that Botburger does actually edge out the win.
It looks like that act drop from Mile at the very end was what caused it on it. So,
Yeah,
unfortunate for Mile.
yeah, it's a
63 point
63-point
difference.
difference instead, which is even smaller.
Wow, that was extremely close, and honestly, you know, really good job to both players. Mile was doing such a good job throughout that whole tournament, you know, keeping up with Botburger in those maps. But it was these close calls that really mattered, and as you can see, that was able to bring Botburger to the victory here in the group stage.
Yeah, and
But
congratulations to Botburger for the win. I think the scoreline 5-2, that alone does not show how close this match actually was. So both players, good game, well played. Is what they deserve, I think.
yeah, honestly, good job to both players, and I mean, both players deserve the seeds that they got there. The performance that they showed to us in that goes to show that they're both just very consistent and very strong in a lot of mods and different things. Um, so overall, you know, good job. And looks like we're seeing something on the screen here.
Yeah, here we see the matches that have happened, and yeah, there's been many matches.
Many matches so far, and speaking of that, more matches to come. We have a match that's going to be streamed at 18 UTC, which is in about 20 minutes, I think. And that match is going to be between, it looks like Vanilla and Sadu.
Yeah, that is the match that is at least scheduled to be streamed.
Yes.
So yeah, we're looking forward to that one, 100%. So
Yeah.
we will see you guys in about 18 minutes time.
Yep. See ya.